Hello, back again. Let's try to get in the middle here. Okay. I always get off a little bit. Oh, that way. All right, here we go. Much better. All right. You're getting two for one tonight. I always let it run a little bit because it seemed to mess up in the very beginning of YouTube live videos. They tend to mess up and it bugs the crap out of me. Anyway, today's title of today's video, or this video right here, is Taxes as a Debt-Free Man. Daddy My Daddy helps people get out of debt, but I use my personal experiences as to when I was in debt versus now that I'm out of debt, and share with you what I see now, because debt causes financial blind. It causes a person to become financially blind to debt. It really does. And that's the best way I can explain it to you. And now that I'm debt free, also that I now know money is spoken in two languages, debt and debt free. So if you've always been in debt, you don't know any other language but debt. So no matter how much money you make, your profession, your occupation, you will still speak debt if you've never been debt free. That's the best way I can explain it to you. It's not talking crap or anything, it's fact. Trust me on that, okay? And what I do is try to make and how I help people understand what I'm saying, I'll make the connection from things I used to believe in and compare it to, and I'll bring it up front to kind of give you guys an idea of it doesn't make sense, but nobody questions it. So I'm gonna just give you a quick example of it, and then I'll get back to the main topic of the video, okay? How come there are three different credit bureaus with three different scores and only one of you? How is that even mathematically possible? Are you shopping at the same stores? You're only one person, so how are there three different scores? And how come you only get one free credit report of your own information, but businesses can sell you your own information year round for a fee? Does that make sense to you? That's why and you can't see that when you're in debt. So those are just a couple examples of why it doesn't make sense, because credit is a business and you're just part of that business. You just got to believe you are, because credit is just a belief. If you believe it, you'll be part of it. If you don't, you don't. Once you become debt free, you're no longer like that. All right, anyway, let's go back to the topic, okay? All right, taxes. Now, when I was in debt, taxes were like a curse word, you know? You're scared of the tax man, and taxes are so complicated. Oh man, I don't know. I'm not good with that. I'm not good with that. And you just keep saying that same thing over and over again instead of stopping and saying, wait a minute. Taxes seem like something very important I need to understand. And once you get out of that debt matrix, believing that, you will understand the purpose of taxes. And taxes can help you build wealth. I know it sounds crazy. Now, if when I was in debt and somebody said that to me, I would have said, are you not something wrong with you, Linnell? No, taxes can help you build wealth. And I'm going to give you a few examples of what I'm talking about. Some of you will understand it. Some of you will not. It's just going to be that way. And all you got to do is follow the math. The math will always prove right what I'm saying. You just got to believe the math when you see it. Okay? So, like, I'm gonna give you a view of how I look at things now, and I can clearly see it, right? So, you know how when taxes come out, like when politicians, like right now it's midterms, I believe, or something like that, right? And the politicians are just doing commercial bashing about each other, and they're, oh, this person's trying to raise taxes and hurt the middle class and this and that, and they're mainly folk, and the other politician saying, oh, I'm going to help the middle class, and they're going to say this person is raising taxes to hurt the middle class. It's always focused on the middle class. You ever notice that? And the people in the middle class, which I'd be mad. Yeah, why are they doing that? You know you know how I look at it now? I better get out of the middle class. That's how I look at it now. It's time for me to get out of the middle class, because I don't want to be part of that nonsense. That's the people that get hit. They always say it every day, but you don't listen to it that way, because when you're in debt, you hear taxes and oh, I don't want them raising my taxes. I'm already in debt and this and that, because you're in debt. Once you're out of debt, you're like, I better get out of the middle class. All right, next one. All right, so almost the same subject. when the politicians say that, or when one politician tries to bash another politician, talk about this person's trying to raise taxes and they creating some kind of $1 billion taxes, you know what I think? I go, why are they doing that? There's obviously a reason why they're doing that, if that's true. I mean, you never know the whole truth, but I want to know why are they doing that and who are they doing that for? Because I need to go see, because obviously they want the money for something, right? I need to go see who that is and are they taking investors for tax breaks purposes? If it's the government, the city, what kind of tax break are you giving if I invest in whatever you're trying to get to? If you're trying to get this much money, it must be something important. So you must be looking for investors. How much of a tax break if I invest? That's what I go see. I go that direction. There's a reason for that. There's a tax break. And so let me help you understand what you cannot see when you're in debt. In order to take advantage of tax breaks, you cannot be in debt. You can't. You can't be in debt because you won't get it the way you're supposed to get it, and you won't understand why or how because you're in debt. You will not understand it, and it's not nothing to talk down to you. It's a fact. Okay? And I'm gonna give you some examples. Two people making $100,000. One person has no idea about tax breaks and go and in debt to their eyeballs, paying the taxes over and over and over a year. Person B understands the tax laws and he pays less in taxes every year. So after 5 years, who's going to have more money? This person. This person's helping, taxes are helping this person build wealth. Tax evasion is illegal. Tax avoidance is not.